Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. So this is my life, and I want you to know that I am both happy and sad, and I'm still trying to figure out how that could be. When one door of happiness closes, another opens, but often we look so long at the closed door that we do not see the one which has been opened for us. Listen to the mustn'ts, child. Listen to the don'ts. Listen to the shouldn'ts, the impossibles, the won'ts. Listen to the never-haves, then listen close to me. Anything can happen, child. Anything can be. And when you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one. It's no use going back to yesterday, because I was a different person then. It's the possibility of having a dream come true that makes life interesting. What you're supposed to do when you don't like a thing is change it. If you can't change it, change the way you think about it. Don't complain. A person's a person, no matter how small. When we honestly ask ourselves which person in our lives mean the most to us, we often find that it is those who, instead of giving advice, solutions, or cures, have chosen rather to share our pain and touch our wounds with a warm and tender hand. The friend who can be silent with us in a moment of despair or confusion, who can stay with us in an hour of grief and bereavement, who can tolerate not knowing, not curing, not healing, and face with us the reality of our powerlessness. That is a friend who cares. You can't live your life for other people. You've got to do what's right for you, even if it hurts some people you love. Well-behaved women seldom make history. So we beat on, boats against the current, borne back ceaselessly into the past. When I despair, I remember that all through history, the way of truth and love have always won. There have been tyrants and murderers, and for a time they can seem invincible, but in the end, they always fall. Think of it, always. Nothing is impossible. The word itself says, I'm possible. Do what you feel in your heart to be right, for you'll be criticized anyway. You've got to dance like there's nobody watching, love like you'll never be hurt, sing like there's nobody listening, and live like it's heaven on earth. Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. We accept the love we think we deserve. Without music, life would be a mistake. Imperfection is beauty, madness is genius, and it's better to be absolutely ridiculous than absolutely boring. There are only two ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. The other is as though everything is a miracle. We are all in the gutter, but some of us are looking at the stars. Fairy tales are more than true, not because they tell us that dragons exist, but because they tell us that dragons can be beaten. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. Today is a gift of God, which is why we call it the present. I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. The opposite of love is not hate, it's indifference. The opposite of art is not ugliness, it's indifference. The opposite of faith is not heresy, it's indifference. And the opposite of life is not death, it's indifference. I am enough of an artist to draw freely upon my imagination. Imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited. Imagination encircles the world. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own. And you know what you know. And you are the one who'll decide where to go. It is never too late to be what you might have been. There is no greater agony than bearing an untold story inside you. Everything you can imagine is real. You can never get a cup of tea large enough or a book long enough to suit me. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. To the well-organized mind, death is but the next great adventure. Do what you can with what you have, where you are,